Hey up and welcome back to the Road to Glory series, where we've got the team of the season now in full swing. I've got so much to show you from the past few days, even though I already posted 2 videos last week. With so much going on, I'll try and get what's happened to everything in the club into the next 10 minutes. So we saw in last week's episode, I won the Daily Knockout player and unlocked 4 more team of the seasons via squad builders and the weekly challenges. If you didn't watch the video, I also packed a couple of the EPL team of the seasons, and this week I managed to pack Snodgrass in my FUT Champions rewards, which was great as that's 40,000 coins at least. In monthlies, as it was FUT Champions monthlies on Thursday, we weren't really expecting anything as we only played to 11 wins normally. But I've heard good things about this Pucky third in form from reading people's reviews online, and you know what, I might try him alongside one of the loan icons at striker, as potentially he could be decent. He's only 3-star, but that's not too bad with high medium work rates on a striker. His stamina is absolutely outstanding, his dribbling looks excellent. His pace is really good, 289s there, and of course good finishing and shot power as well. So with a hunter card, his pace and shooting will go up to the high 90s, if not 99s, and we also get 2 trash bag informs as expected. This week's weekly challenge reward was Crisito, if that's how you say it, who looks to have gotten a really nice boost. He's club 80 on his face card stats, 6 foot tall and Italian, so he could be really useful. A nice player to get. And of course, as the team of the season goes on, these reward players that we get each week will get better and better as they're higher up the top 50. So really looking forward to that. I also picked up a few 86 and 88 rated team of the seasons while they were still in packs for future SBCs. And they've already risen quite nicely if I wanted to sell. I've also spent a fair chunk of coins on 83 and 84 rated players during lightning rounds for cheaper, as well as a few informs for potentially high rated SBCs that might be coming, as well as along with a few high rated cards. As regular viewers will know, Heung-min Son has been one of my favourite players in the game. I didn't expect him to get a team of the season, which is why I bought that 84 back last week, but he did, so no matter what the cost, I was determined to get him into my team. After a few hours trying to snipe him, I bit the bullet and spent most of our coins getting him, but so far he's been absolutely worth it. He'll be much cheaper after the Premier League SBC drops as well. He's highly recommended with 5-star weak foot, making him one of the best players in the game, and now his card's got that great strength boost too. Comparing his stats to Ronaldo, obviously not all players play the same, but his stats are incredible, and I'm really glad we picked him up. We also discussed in the last episode about how Chiellini was better, at least stats wise, than Blanc, his team of the season card, and how we considered picking him up. Well, as we played last week's FUT Champions with ter Stegen having absolutely no problems at all on 8 chemistry, I decided to sell Blanc and pick George up, meaning the best part of our coins have now been spent. He's left footed, so sits nicely next to Bonucci in the back 3, on that left hand side linking with Milinkovic-Savic, and of course Overmars getting a link from the icon. However, after the first few games I was a bit disappointed in him. I seemed to notice Blanc was doing more for me in game than he was, and he was caught out a couple of times. But I'll persist for now, and we might change our defence when more team of the season players get released, or maybe we'll get somebody decent in our squad building challenges, which brings me on to Sunday's Premier League SBC next. And as long as you didn't get the goalkeeper, Pope, it should be worth it. So opening the pack then, my heart sank a bit when I saw the England flag, imagining it was going to be Pope, but we actually get Kyle Walker, which is excellent. Great stats. Now what do we do with him? Super sub or 7 chemistry centre back or 7 chem right wing? Not sure if his work rates would be a problem as a defender, but with a sentinel chemistry style his stats would be absolutely amazing, and of course he'd get that strong link to Ferdinand. So he's slightly shorter than our current defenders at 6 foot tall, but still a decent height. He's already got 91 for both his physical and defending, and of course his pace is outstanding, 99 sprint speed, and his passing and dribbling, his reactions and composure are very decent indeed. So with a sentinel chemistry style he'll be on 95 for his physicals and 96 for his defending, including 99 stamina, standing tackle and sliding tackle, which is very decent indeed, and I don't even know if I can just leave him as a sub with stats like that, but we'll have to try him out. So as we saw briefly in the video earlier, I've got more than a full team of team of the season players currently, with the exception of this one on screen. We traded in that Isa, if that's how you say his name, Isa. We traded him in for Kyle Walker, but we've got a full squad and a few subs as well for either using, trading in into SBCs, or fitting into and building different fun teams. If we take a look again at the main team then, it now looks like this with Son and Chiellini joining the squad. I'm not certain I'm going to have enough coins anymore for Milinkovic-Savic's team of the season, but that's okay, this version is very good. I only played a few games again in FUT Champions, and I played 2 seasons games this week too, and frustratingly missed out on Division 1 by 1 point. I really wish they would overhaul FUT Champions and make it all week, or a couple of days extra at least. With other stuff to do at weekends, what I end up doing is trying to squeeze all my games into Sunday, and as you know I always end up playing less than 20 as a result. It's just sad that at this time in the game, when we've invested our time and effort all year into building up this mega squad, it gets to the most exciting part of the game where the best cards and rewards are available and we can't play. Draft is just a lag fest, and I've stopped playing that, even though that was fun to be able to play with all the different cards. Seasons can be really laggy as well, and the rewards are terrible. You make more from trading in a shorter time than you make from playing seasons. We won the daily knockout tournament on Monday on our second attempt last week, so pretty much had nothing to do after that. So please EA, extend FUT Champions, or at least have more server hosted cups. That would be my big wish for FIFA 19. However, World Cup mode is nearly here, so there's that, and FUT could be completely different, or maybe even people will stop playing FUT and move entirely to the World Cup mode, in which case we'll have some World Cup videos probably on the channel. We will have to see. Before then, maybe we'll switch things up with some different teams for seasons games, and see if we can have some fun with some of these free TOTS cards, these team of the season cards that we've won and been rewarded. But for now guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers, bye.